Dune cuts 25% of staff as crypto data firm pivots to AI crypto on-chain data company. Dune has cut roughly a quarter of its staff in a restructuring tied to a strategic shift toward AI-driven products. Co-founder and CEO Fredrik Haga said on May 14, 2026. The reduction was reported by Cointelegraph and confirmed by Haga in a public statement. Dune is one of the most widely used analytics platforms in crypto, with dashboards covering Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin layers, and dozens of other chains. The company runs a SQL-based query engine that lets analysts and researchers build public dashboards on top of indexed blockchain data, with a long tail of contributors who publish dashboards for protocols, funds, and journalists. A 25% headcount reduction at a company of that profile is a meaningful industry signal, not just an internal restructuring. The CEO frames it as a pivot, not a retreat. In his public note, Haga said Dune is actively shifting focus toward AI tooling, and that the company has reached a point where many tasks previously done by human analysts are now produced by AI agents trained on Dune's data. The cuts, he wrote, are about resizing the team around that new product surface rather than reacting to a revenue crisis. That framing matters. Several crypto companies have used AI pivot language to dress up cost-cutting forced by weak revenue. Dune's public materials and Haga's statement, instead, point to the rise of an in-house product, Dune AI, and a generation of agent-style features that turn natural language prompts into runnable SQL against the company's data warehouse. If those features land, the math on team size genuinely changes. SQL was always the bottleneck. Dune's product depth has long been throttled by the same thing that made it useful. Writing SQL against blockchain data is hard, and good dashboards required a small population of experts. Haga has talked publicly for years about wanting to broaden the user base beyond that population, and the company's recent product updates have leaned heavily on letting non-technical users describe what they want and get a chart back. If AI agents can reliably write production-grade Dune SQL, the company needs fewer in-house analysts producing reference dashboards and tutorial content, and fewer customer-facing engineers translating client requests into queries. That is the part of the org where the 25% cut appears to be concentrated based on Haga's wording, though Dune has not published a department breakdown. A signal for the broader crypto data stack. Dune is not the only data company in this position. Token Terminal, Nansen, Arkham, Masari, and Glassnode all run on similar economics. Expensive analyst headcount producing dashboards and research, with a thinner layer of paying enterprise users on top. Each has been adding AI-driven natural language interfaces over the past year. Dune is now the first major name in the category to publicly cut a quarter of its team while citing AI as the reason. The read-through is straightforward. If the leading on-chain data company believes it can ship the same product surface with 25% fewer people, peers will face pressure to do the same to defend margins. Crypto research desks at exchanges and prime brokers should expect their data vendors to push more agent-style features and price them on usage rather than seats. The limits of the story. A few things the news does not establish. It does not say Dune is in financial trouble. It does not say the company is sunsetting its dashboard product or its analyst community. And it does not say AI has replaced human research at Dune in any final sense. The agents are still trained on data, prompts, and queries written by humans, and the public dashboards on the site remain a hand-built artifact. It also does not by itself change the picture for retail crypto users. Dune is mostly a tool for analysts, journalists, and traders building their own views of the market. The end users of the data, including people deciding whether to spend through one of the larger crypto cards on the market, will not notice anything different in the short term beyond, perhaps, faster and more readable embedded dashboards in the research notes they consume.